Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies, and today we're going to be looking at healings. So I like to do these readings. I feel that they're close to what you would call shadow readings. Places that you go to find the deep dark things that bother you, that really I don't know, that resonates within you. These are cards that are pulled. I'm going to pull like four groupings of cards in this reading. And I feel that you'll either resonate deeply with it, and it's something within you that's going to react, probably very emotionally to it. And sometimes it'll be more than one grouping that you'll react to. It could be all four, depending on where you're at. I like doing these because I feel that it's spirit coming in to let you know that A, they see you, B, they want you to look at how you are feeling, and C, that somebody hears you, that they don't only see you, they hear you, they know you, they resonate. You're not alone. So this is the biggest one. So I've picked 4 different decks, just picking them out. No rhyme or reason to it. That's usually how I do this. And I have Into the Lonely Woods, I have Pure Magic Oracle, I have Intuition Oracle, and I have Spirit Messages, or postcards from Spirit, I should say, that are right here. And I'm going to pick maybe 1 or 2 cards from the Everyday Tarot. Alright, so I'm going to start with the Pure Magic. And we're going to pick from the first grouping of cards. I think I'm going to pick them all, and then we're going to look into them. So the first card that comes out is Closing Circle, Pure Intent, Sacred Doors, Timing, and Experience. I'm going to pick Into the Lonely Woods for the second card. These are such gentle and beautiful cards. Time for healing. I'm going to pick from the Intuition Oracle now. It's called a spectrum, and it's really weird because 35 is 8, this one is 16, which is 7, and then you have 51, which is 6. So obviously there's a countdown here happening. We have this one coming out. right away, just looking at these, I feel like there is a quiet resolution within you to do this. Yeah, I have the Nine of Wands in reverse. I feel like there's been a long, hard battle here. Something that you've done for a very long time. Right away, what I feel from this is, like I said, there's been a long battle. But you've survived it. It's almost like you are healing. You're in a process of letting everything kind of come to a close. Like the closing circle. It's time for quiet. It's time for healing. The spectrum is I root out and reject prejudice in myself and others. I think it's a time to just acknowledge that you have a right in this space. I'm going to read this as well. Dear you, human beings spend a huge percentage of life asleep, not just in bed, but the kind where you forget you are a spiritual immortal being, taking on a temporary human form. It's not your fault. Everyone suffers from spiritual amnesia once in a while. As you develop an identity and ego, you begin to see through the eyes of a small self and have less connection to your soul self. You may not recognize this is going on, but you sure can feel it. We're here to remind you to look through your soul's eyes and see that magic is everywhere. Infinite potential lies in spirit, who is teaming with you to fulfill the contract you made to contribute to the evolution of the whole world. Wake up and remember that all the help you need is orchestrated in the invisible realms. Your mind in alignment with divine intelligence is unstoppable. The world is yours to co-create. You are so loved, and we are all behind you. I feel that. And I feel this as well, the time for healing, this beautiful heart shape. It's very beautiful, very gorgeous. I'm going to read that next. So it's called, it's 16. Let's see here. At times amidst the travails of the world, we find ourselves keening for the soft touch of the healer, of one who knows the right way to bring back to life the dimming light within our souls. The healer's touch may feel far from you, but if you take a moment and allow the ancient ones to come to you, you will feel a tender hand upon your brow, offering you the energy of the universe. Allow yourself to be restored by this ancient form of blessing and healing. Even if human hands are far away right now, imagine, close to those weary eyes, know the ancient ones are with you, and let them reweave the fibers of light that make you into the being of radiance you truly are. Again, I feel a resonance of spirit trying to remind you that you are not this human being trying to just get that this little small wounded human being who is just trying to persist. You are so much more than this card. You are so much more than this minor arcana. You have like a huge part of you. Okay? And yes, sometimes it feels like the road here is harder because we go into our small selves. They want you to walk away from that. They want you to go beyond that. I love that, the spectrum. So let's see what this one has to say. Pisces. And again, like I said, yeah, and this is 9, okay? Honestly, I'm not making it up. 6, 7, 8, 9. There is a synchronicity in here. And it's like saying, I'm just gonna keep going, and then I'm gonna say, I'm gonna talk about that after. Let's see here, Pisces. Let's get to the... Just as the spectrum appears to be emerging from the sea on her magic living tidal pool rock, humanity is still emerging out of the dark ages. While no seawater seems to be clinging to her, our culture has many negative traits clinging to it, including some that are hideously primitive, occurring in far too many places around the world. No one wants to be prejudged, the root of the word prejudice. Prejudice is an inaccurate, faulty, and ultimately dangerous tool of those too lazy, too frightened, or too unintelligent to wait until they have gotten to know the human being whom they are most often wrongly prejudging. Those who allow their prejudices to infect their thoughts and actions do not realize the disservice they do to themselves as well as the object of their prejudices. We must all do what we can to imagine what it is like to be the victim of prejudice and adjust our actions accordingly to avoid prejudicial behavior. Even those who are not prejudiced may themselves be the victim of prejudice by people whose hurtful experience have damaged their capacity for empathy and the self-restraint of their knee-jerk reactions and negative beliefs. We all have them, and the only thing we can do to mitigate the hurt they cause ourselves and others is to be aware of our prejudices and to remember that we are all children on the spectrum of life. This talks about more social things that are going on around us, I believe. I think that the world is going through all of this right now. And I don't know, I feel like that when they said that we're a little bit, what was it? What was it I said? I don't want to say it in the wrong way, but I mean, I really felt those words when they said, we are, what are we? Let's see. Humanity is still emerging out of the dark ages. It's absolutely right. That's what I feel is coming through with this Pisces. So this may have, for some of you, have to do with that as well. And I feel that this Spirit card is reminding you that that is the human. This is the human world that we live in. It isn't the spiritual world that we're part of, right? The spirit body that lives in this reality and this humanity. So you have to remember that as well, Pisces. Closing circle. The ritual of closing circles is the last act of any spell, ritual, prayer, or ceremony. It releases and disperses all energies used in magical practice and allows us to close our work down for the universe and then join in and connect. As human beings, our lives are run through the framework of time and stages of beginnings and endings. We are all given a running clock from birth and told to use it with wisdom. Under this rule, we must acknowledge that some things have an expiry date to work with or into it. The act of closing the circle enables us to understand we are part of the great cycle and have power to disconnect to the right things at the right time. Not everyone will be in your life from start to finish. We all walk our own path, and some people stay for seasons or reasons. I've said this last week, so it's kind of funny it's coming back now. Consider your values and make the appropriate choice with pure intent. So again, for the healing for today, Pisces, what I feel is that if you put it down in the numbers that they have wanted to show it, okay? If you go 9, 8, 7, 6, we're going to start with the 9, the being, the self who is struggling in life with maybe the injustices around the world, because it's absolutely there. The closing circle saying that sometimes we've got to shut those things down. And we have to take a time for healing. And that time is to reconnect with the divine of knowing who you are. Okay? And to remember in the spectrum. I root out and reject prejudice in myself and others. And it's also to remind you that you're much more than the sum of your parts. So this healing, for whoever needs to hear it, is somebody who is looking at the injustices of the world and thinking, how are we ever going to get past all of this? We're here to learn. We're here to help what we can, and observe and be witness at other parts. We are here to do all of these things. This is a school for us. We are not these small beings. We are so much more. Some of us forget for a lifetime on the planet, and some of us reconnect to it. And I feel that in this healing, Pisces, they're trying to tell you to reconnect to that. To not forget where you come from. And to hold that true in your heart. Even when you see things happening around you. Okay? And it's not to say that you will never be able to help, but sometimes when a lot is happening around us, we feel very overwhelmed. And think, how could I possibly do anything to help here? As I tell you, sometimes it's as easy as living your best life, setting an example in what you want to see in the world, and tapping in most definitely to the beautiful divine and spiritual body that makes up all of you, that is eternal within you, that will go back from where it came and may even return again. Okay? So I'm going to let this one go here. This is for people who are feeling overwhelmed by the state of the world. I feel that, the state of the planet. This is definitely this card right here. All right, Pisces. So we're going to move on and we're going to do the second healing. If you resonated with this first one, please let me know. And you can write it down in the comments and say, I feel the overwhelm, Jane. And I'll know that you have resonated to this one. Now, where did I put all my decks? Okay, so we're going to start with this one. I'm not quite sure where I put that other deck. Oh, it's right over there. Okay. The beneath opens up to you and a time to share. Very nice. We're going to be doing 3 of these today, not 4. Sylphs, peace, agent of change, impact, and importance. Interesting. The truthful. I speak my truth and expect everyone I care about to do so too. All right, so I'm going to say that I feel that because this talks about change and peace and the truth and sharing and the beneath opens up to you is I feel that you're trying to share your truth, what you believe in. The Ace of Cups. In this one, I feel hope, Pisces. I feel like you are hoping for the best here. You want to open up. You want to share how you feel and the changes that you've experienced in your life, and you want to share it with the people you care about. But I feel a hope, but also an apprehension about this. So we're going to start with this one here, and it says, we need you to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of an old story, one which you were a victim of someone else's actions or your own. You don't need to carry this around. You can set yourself free. And we see peace and agent of change, impact, importance here, okay? Even advocating for good because of this experience requires your forgiveness to be effective. Forgiveness is never about condoning things that were done. It's about letting yourself off the hook from carrying the burden. Resentment and hurt are like viruses that spread to others. And that is the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine what your life would be like without the burdens that you carry when you do not forgive. You can do it. Everyone over here believes in you and adores you. So the beneath opens up to you. Let's look at that. Because I feel that this is saying that you are letting things, you are opening things up to you, Pisces. You're letting, it's so dark underneath here. It may not say that, but that's what I feel. I feel like you're going to get stuff that closed off your heart. Your heart did not close. Even though you were no longer in the small and safe space of the surface world, into the great depths you plunge. Your soul a tattered, your heart in pieces, your hands closed and tight. And now look at you. You have found your way in the endless beneath. Your hands have a gentle touch, and you draw to you the shyest of creatures, who know you are above all an ally, kin, and friend to their rare nature. You have found a home amongst all the other misfits of the world, gave birth to, and you are creating your own destiny, which is clear, brighter, deeper, and more filled with joy and blessings that you could ever have imagined. Dive down into the hidden places, bright soul, and ready your heart for waves of joy. Beautiful. I love this. And I'm not going to read A Time to Share, but I am going to just tell you this, that it's time to share yourself with others, right? It's time to share. It's time to forgive. It's time to open up. Like I said, I feel a hope here. I know I have to make these changes. In other words, it's like opening yourself up. That's a big change sometimes. That's a monumental change, to actually open up the doors to yourself again. Because it means that certain things are going to come up. But trust in yourself to know that this is an excellent idea. The Ace of Cups is an excellent idea. A rightful and beautiful beginning. All right, so let's get into this one here, the Pure Magic 14. Okay, so if you didn't know what sylphs are, they are mistaken for traditional fairies, but what they actually are older, wiser counterpart of the fairy family. And they're much larger in size than the fae, but they have large wings and take similar appearance. Okay, so we're just going to go. Sylphs have come to speak to you and offer their magic of purity and wisdom for you to claim and use. You have been chosen to stand with the magical beings in flight and offer your own magic to create change in the environment you reside within. Yeah, there's a lot of change. There's a lot of like, come here and do the changes. Forgive yourself, forgive others, embrace, share, open up, okay? So it says, both magically and atomically, air is precious and our energy impacts in ways we cannot yet fully imagine. Purify the atmosphere of your home and land. It's time to pay attention. Be mindful of energetic waste and debris. That's not just like the actual environment, which is important, but they're talking about you, the energies that you vibrate in, okay? Be mindful of energetic waste and debris and ask yourself if you're contributing to the toxicity or working to eradicate it. Okay, it says follow the calling now and see if you can be part of the revolution of change and shift the world into a cleaner, better state than when we arrived. Sylphs also impart a message to be clear with intent and virtue in action, thought and presence. Begin to diffuse stagnant debris and learn to treat all environments with respect and care. Everything is alive in vibration, and thus we may pay respect to the presence and harmony. I love this, so beautiful. So again, very calm, very, the healing here though, Pisces, is the healing of your energy. So in other words, it's forgiveness, it's clearing up your energetic pattern, your energetic or physical world as well. The truth. I speak my truth. I love that. Also, speaking the truth. It's so much easier if you communicate right away what you're thinking and feeling. You don't have to sit with it forever, right? To make most of the energies operating in your life now, you have to ensure that you're willing to come up with new and different ways of doing things. Now is the time for exposing yourself and others to unusual viewpoints and theories, and maybe even unusual experiences too. Think, say, and do what you want without fear of embarrassment, contradiction, or rocking the boat. Avoid censoring yourself or others, and be especially careful of those who would like to censor you. Now's the time when you simply must stir things up a bit. Most of our lives are spent trying to build things up and to make them last. However, there comes a time when the old ways of doing things become counterproductive. Sometimes instability can lead to inventiveness. Prepare for a time of extremes and expect the unexpected. Be aware what seems like an accident, mistake, or failure may be a short-lived opportunity for achieving the love you want by an unusual route. What I was getting from them too is that maybe what you have been advocating till now, the stuff that you have believed in up until now. I love this. She's got butterfly wings. Okay, so I feel this is you transforming into something different, and it's time to share those things. Even if people, I feel that people are going, yeah, but that's not what you said, right? Like, they've known you all your life, saying and doing these things, but now you've gone through a transformation, maybe even in the last 3 years of everything we've been through, and you meet up or, come up to these people. Maybe there's some things you want forgiveness for, or viewpoints that you shoved somebody down somebody's throat, and you're afraid to say, I apologize. I'm a different person now. I'm open to all views. I can see things in a different way. And Spirit is saying, now is the time for you to do that, okay? Renew yourself, renew your relationships, ask forgiveness, forgive others for what they've done to you as well. See their viewpoint. And as well, just let go of the things that need to be let go of. Change is a constant. And you will continue learning. And what you believe in today may change tomorrow. But you have to be willing to speak your truth. And my voice just gave out. And this is what I'm feeling here. I feel like you desperately want to talk about what you want to share with people, but part of you is just scared. And Spirit is saying, don't be scared. Open up and open up. Okay? Open up to you. Let the beneath open up to you. Let it like float up to the surface and share. Share yourself. Share your thoughts. Share everything. Be open. Be an open book. Alright, so I'm going to let you go with this one. Some of you are going to really... Okay, so in the comments write, I'm ready to be an open book if you resonate with this one. Okay? Alright, Pisces. Woof. These are, yeah, they're really something. They're really tender. I feel they're really hitting the tender parts of the soul. Alright, so this will be the last one, Pisces. I don't know, my phone's doing some strange noise. I don't even recognize them. Hold on. What is this? What is going on? Oh, I have an appointment in 10 minutes. Okay. So let's see if we can get this one done. I have a doctor's appointment and a call. Okay. Drawing down the sun, wildfire, divine masculine, magnificence, witness. Here you go, Pisces. Drawing down the sun. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. And don't worry, if I have to take the call, I'll come back and finish this for sure. Definitely a sun card coming in with that one, right? The sadness of letting go. Yeah, that's I'm gonna keep getting cards, Pisces, because where did this one go? Okay, it's over here. The Judge. I'm relentless in my pursuit of honesty and justice. Ooh. I'll tell you what I feel with that one, though. The Judge, it makes me feel like you want to clear things up, okay? There's a lot of communication coming through here. With the Sun, it may be that Sagittarius full moon that came in yesterday. All right, and we have one here. Okay, so one more card and then we can talk about this, absolutely. The Three of Swords. Okay, so again, I feel a bittersweet give and take here. I feel the Sun on one hand, but then there's sadness about letting go of probably the stuff that has been. The Judge, though, is my pursuit of honesty and justice. It brings up, of course, the Justice card. It wants to come in. You want to equal things out. So I'm feeling that there's sadness on one hand and happiness on the other. And a definite wanting to see things for what they are and moving forward. But we're going to read this one. Dear you, oh my, things are stirred up and change is upon you. This is cause for celebration. No need to be nervous. But know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with the uncertainty difficulties of life. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear. Rather, in spite of it, and even because of it. Step into the unknown now. Let go of the branch you are clinging to, and let Spirit take the wheel and help you steer to your highest good and most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said. Take one step toward the gods, and they will then take 10 towards you. We are all doing the destiny cha-cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Loving you always. Okay. So absolutely, I feel that there is part of yourself that's just coming to the conclusion of seeing things the way they truly are. And some of it is sad, Pisces. Some of it is hard to let go of. Absolutely. Some of it feels sad to let go of the stuff that you, I don't know, that you've always known. In different times of my life, I've had to let go of people, and that was sometimes really painful for me. But it needed to be done because you get to a different place. Sometimes when we feel very alone, we have trouble letting go. But when we meet a companion who is like us, yet unlike us, their presence can help us open to new possibilities that show us who we could be. You are now freeing yourself from the old bonds and beliefs, from what you wanted to keep but could not. Whether or not this is right for you, and the soul says it is right for you, there's always sadness in letting go. Yeah, I'm feeling that here. It is a void, a loss, a recognition that one thing we once wanted could not work within the world we are creating. In every release truly made, there will be mourning. Trust yourself most of all, but accept the help of those whose kindness and care are unmistakable. Friendship will reveal aspects of your own soul that you did not know existed. Absolutely, Pisces. All right, we're going to look at the drawing down the sun, 22. The sun warmly invites you to view the situation from its perspective. Illuminate the path for yourself and blaze a trail for others. Be patient with your inner flame and make sure not to burn bridges. Take hold of your masculine form and prepare to fight for what you believe in. If you need a boost to a situation, the sun will set you free. I like that. The sun will set you free. So it's saying you know how to do this. You know that you need to do this, Pisces. So we'll look at the judge here. Ooh, he looks like a mean judge, number 8. Okay. Times that are ripe for long-needed change are often frightening and confusing, but you must go on in spite of your fears. At times like that, there's no time for pleasantries, tact, or beating around the bush. It's crucially important that you face up to things the way they really are, and not see them the way you would like them to be. Things may change for the better, but they will not change unless you ruthlessly judge yourself and your situation and act accordingly when the time is right, neither before nor after. If your intuition is telling you that someone might be lying, including yourself, or judging you falsely, then you must be careful to find out who, why, and how. It's important that you be sure of your situation before you act. Don't accept criticism that says you are too judgmental. Judgment has its time and place. Your judgment is a gift meant to protect you. I feel that there is an asking here for you to let go of a situation or someone. I really do. A season, a reason. And I feel that this is actually saying that the light is being shown on what that is. And you may be having a difficult time releasing it or letting it go. And that's okay, Pisces. They're telling you that it is time to let it go. Well, my beautiful ones, I'm going to receive a call anytime, but I want you to write in the comment section below, I'm ready to let go of what no longer serves me. If the third reading resonated with you today. I'm going to send you love, light, and blessings, and I hope that this has helped you see what you needed to see, and that you walk in beauty every single day. Take good care of yourself, and I will be back later for the weekly reading. Take care. Bye for now.